Okay, let's see here. And then plug in these headphones. All right, welcome and good morning to another episode of the Friday Morning Commute. I am your host, Rovin Doug, looking, I would say, somewhat dapper this morning. Let's go to work, 'cause I'm just slightly late. I got to play some story last night. Well, kind of snuck some story in. So, let's go ahead and start with the normal news of the day. It is Xur's Day, year 2, week 5. Just some observations from his inventory that I just wrote down. There seems to be a new item. I don't know if it was there last week because I forgot to check last week because I was too tired to look last week. But he's got something called glass needles. And from looking at a few items online, these are going to be required for upgrading equipment for Taken King Year 2, probably through the next expansion or 2. My paper goes flying away. Now, towards the exotics he's carrying, for Titans, you have the no backup plans. Set of gauntlets look really nice. They have a intellect roll of 30, strength roll of 31. I have not had much experience with these gauntlets, so I can't tell you if it's worth buying or not. I'm telling you what he has. For hunters, you have the Don't Touch Me, which has a discipline of 30, strength of 29. They look pretty. I like looking pretty. Shaking! Why are you shaking? Oh well. I'm testing out a mount. We'll see how it goes. I may return it over lunch. Get a different mount. We'll see. And then we have the stag for warlocks. Oh dear. It's got a discipline roll of 34 and a strength roll of 31. The exotic weapon is the Hereafter sniper rifle, which looks like a year 2 No Land Beyond. I'm not gonna lie, it has that old antique rustic feel. Probably has a better scope than the No Land Beyond, just from looking at the picture, so you don't have to worry about that. I'll be honest, if I hadn't been sold on the stag, I might consider having gotten the Hereafter, but we shall see. We shall see. There's plenty of time in year 2 to get all the fun stuff. And then you have the Legacy Engram, which is the heavy weapon for this week. So, as always, remember, Legacy Engrams are for year 1 exotics only, and you're only going to get year 1 exotics from it, and you should more than likely only get year 1 exotics you don't have until you've collected all of that one type. There we go. That should hopefully stop the shaking a little bit. Nope. Okay. Well, adjust accordingly. It was a whim purchase anyways. So, anyways, on to more entertaining news. It is Formal Friday. I am in my most formal of suits. The suit I'm actually wearing is the suit that I went with my wife before she was even my girlfriend or courtee. Before I courted her, she and I went and picked out this suit. A really long and wonderful story short, we were friends, and I had spontaneously asked her out to a masquerade banquet that she was planning. So I figured I needed a suit, especially as a young college professional. And you know, as I was getting through my first few years of college, I'm like, I should probably get a suit so that for job interviews and later on. So that's where this suit comes from. It's my oldest suit. It's probably the one I've worn the least because it's the most old-fashioned. But I say that lovingly because you really can't get rid of the classics because people expect them. And the classics are what make men's fashion stable, for lack of a better term. Now, onto the story. I finally made light level 249. Yay! It was... So I'd been hoarding engrams. I had read about that. One way to level light fast. And so I'd been hoarding engrams, and I finally got to play a little bit last night. Finished some quests. Did the gunsmith weapons, and then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get off. At that point, I messed around with my audio equipment for about an hour before saying I need to look into this later, and then went into and then played some Crucible. Had to play Crucible to get the couple weapons that were Crucible locked completed. So that was fun. I got to play through some of the different Crucible types. I was also working on the Crucible quest. I guess the first time through, you have to kind of run through and complete each type of Crucible type. I think I'm stuck on salvage right now. Need 2 more salvages of Golden Age relics. With that being said, I had a friend pop on, and because I was streaming, and we got to chatting, and I was kind of like, you know what, I need to redeem these engrams. If nothing else, then to get me closer to 240, so that by the time I do reach after I redeem all these, if I'm not 240, then the next few drops of just gear in general will make me 240. I managed to reach 249. I went, whoa, that's awesome. So I was like, you know what? I'm higher than 240. Time to start the story mode. And you might call me stubborn, but my thought is, if you put a goal in front of yourself and you don't do everything in your power to meet that goal, then you shouldn't have set that goal in the first place. So my goal is to play through the entire story mode of The Taken King the first time through on my Warlock on hard mode, which from what I can tell is light mode 240 and higher. So that's what I'm doing. Did Phobos last night. I will have to say the storyline or the dialogue parts are much better. You can definitely tell Eris has been through a lot, which you kind of get in the deep below. She just seems like a crazy warlock, to be honest. Is she a hunter, though? I don't know. Destiny Ghost Stories. Oh, so I'll plug this. Destiny Ghost Stories. Look it up on Podbeans if you need a wonderful podcast of lore to sink your teeth into for the hours and hours that you don't have to reading through the Grimoire lore cards and or talking with peoples of the internets and searching through their archives. So please check it out. It's an amazing podcast. Who's one of the hosts is a really great Periscoper by the name of Xur 441 with the Dad's Destiny Uprising clan. It is a wonderful podcast that he helps out with, and it's kind of a dream child of his. So go ahead and check it out. I am very, very interested in the story for The Taken King. The dialogue was excellent. I love the scanning feature. Oh, that was so much fun. I kind of wasted probably like 10-15 minutes looking around going, ooh, can I scan this? No. Can I scan this? No. Can I scan this? I found an area that one would think might have a ghost, but it didn't. I was like, oh, drat. Of course, I didn't have Destiny Ghost Tracker up, which I could have, but I didn't. I figured my first time through, I'll just go through, play the story, enjoy the story, flush out what knowledge I can in-game before going and kind of researching online all the little snippets. The voice actor for Oryx is perfect. The deepness of the voice and the graveliness is quite excellent and very enjoyable. I think he's a perfect villain voice actor, whoever it is, and especially if they have done any effects on his voice. Not saying that they have, but it would not be surprising if they had. I'm excited. I finally did catch the line, Eris, get your stone off my map. That was awesome. Nathan Fillion is I would say probably one of the best voice actors, and just a great actor. His characters, of course, I wonder if they write his characters to him, or he acts to his characters, because he's always got this slightly smug, I know what, but he's honest, or at least honest enough as he needs to be. So, I'm excited. The next one, I'm hoping I kind of am able to see the cutscene with the Awoken, because they alluded to it in the end cutscene for the Phobos mission. Is Akora Ray says, from my contacts around Saturn, they said the weapon only fired once. And then they mentioned the Queen and all the issues. And so I'm really excited. You know, we've seen some of it in the trailers for The Taken King. However, because everyone at large probably has, I've not seen it. So we'll see how this goes. I'm really excited, and here I am pulling up into work. So I want to thank you guys for joining me on the Friday morning commute. You know, living in a smallish town, the biggest blip between Dallas and Oklahoma City and all that fun jazz. Albuquerque to Dallas or Oklahoma City, or Denver to Dallas, Oklahoma City to Albuquerque, whatever. I'm really excited about the storyline. Now I just have to play more. I do plan on streaming tomorrow night. I will not be on tonight. I've got, hopefully, some card game adventures with friends of mine. We shall see. Hopefully. And then I will be streaming tomorrow night all of the awesome adventures. It will be wonderful. So, once again, thanks for stopping by. My name is Rovan Doug, or Halo's Ghost. That's my Xbox Live gamer tag. It's also my PlayStation Network name. But I don't have a PS4. I had a PS3. That's a different story for a different time. Let's see, what was I thinking? I lost my train of thought. I hate it when you lose your train of thought, because then it's like, oh no, this train full of really important, precious cargo got derailed and it's still going, but why is it not on the tracks? So we'll just push it right back onto the tracks and say thanks for stopping by. If you want to see this on YouTube later, follow me on YouTube. Just search for Rovan Doug, R-O-V as in violin, E-N-D-O-U-G. And it's the exact same as my Periscope handle, exact same as my Twitter handle. I'm the guy with the long hair with the blue and green lights going up it. I love light painting. It's such a fun style of photography. So you can also find me on Twitter, @RovanDoug. I'm also on twitch.tv, same spelling as the Periscope and Twitter handles, RovanDoug. Other than that, I must say farewell. We'll see how this video renders and goes on YouTube. It'll be awesome. I'll probably look at a different mount once I look at the replay, so we'll see how everything goes. Once again, thanks for stopping by. See ya.